Hello everyone. Sorry about the little delay there in getting started. Yeah, it's probably the weirdest Monday ever. I completely got the time confused. Yes, darling. Yes, you're gonna go now with Daddy, aren't you? Say hello. Hello. Mummy's gonna teach some yoga now, okay? Yeah, Mummy got the time wrong. So we're a bit slow, we're a bit delayed, okay? So we'll start now. Okay, my darling. Go, Daddy. Go, Daddy. You go. So just bear with me, everyone. Yeah, off you go, sweetie.
Come on.
All right, I am back and I'm ready. So I thought it was 12:30 and it's not, it's 12. So these things happen. So thank you for joining me. I'm just going to set this music up while we're doing that. It is probably one of the weirdest Mondays in our recent history. So some of you will be feeling actually really motivated. Some of you will be feeling quite demotivated, and you know, you'll be feeling all sorts of different things over the course of this week and the coming weeks. And wherever you are in your mind and body, it is just about taking a pause, checking in with your body and in your mind, and making new choices based on that. So sometimes when we're running around and we're doing lots of different things, we're not listening to the niggles in the mind and in the body. So we're going to just slow it all down today. We're going to maybe set a new intention. And I'm just kind of reminding you that this session is very gentle. It's very much going with the flow. It's just calming the whole system down. So for example, this morning I did something really energetic and I loved it. And that is our yin yang. Okay, we have to balance the doing, the active energy with our resting, nurturing, creative energy. But I also like to throw in another one there as well, which is our fun energy, our childlike energy. So we have our masculine energy, our feminine, and our childlike energy. So that's what's really fun as well. So mixing all those three things together. So I'm going to actually start with a breathing exercise and just some brief tips before we begin. If you ever struggle with meditation or you've got out of the habit, I think a really nice way to do that is by putting earphones in, actually, some really relaxing music, and just sitting with it and watching the thoughts that come up and just letting them go. So that's one thing that I did the other day, and it just really got me back into meditation. It was lovely. I've got some tips and techniques for anxiety on a blog that I'll post in this as well. And I want to do a breathing exercise with you. So those of you that come to my Thursday evening live meditation, which is 7:30 till 8, I'm thinking of doing a short yoga session before that as well, from 7. So just give me a thumbs up or a message if that's something that you think you'd like to do in the evening. I know it's not always easy to do the yoga at lunchtime, so I'm just trying to give you opportunities at different times and different days. And even if that's not something that you'd like, just say hello to me anyway, if you're on replay or you're watching it live, just so I know who I've got with me and just so that I know everything's working. So I'll just double check now that everything is going live. Should be. I'm just going to double check here. We're having a few technical things today. Hi everyone. For those of you that have joined me on Facebook, we've just had a little bit of a technical glitch, and also I got the time wrong. You've missed the introduction session here, but don't worry, it is all on recorded, so I'll share that with you. So we're just going to go straight into it. So I said I would do a breathing exercise with you today. Okay, so we're going to do the Veloma breath. The Veloma breath is where you inhale for half of your capacity, and then you pause briefly, and then you inhale full, and then you release the whole of the breath. Now, eventually you'll be able to do that in 3 parts as well. Okay, so let's just start by closing the eyes, softening the face, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If it feels okay, you can even breathe out through the mouth if that feels better for you. Just imagining filling that belly up as you inhale, the belly fills and expands and releases on the exhale. You see if you can soften the facial muscles as you're doing this. So any tension, any stress you've been carrying in the face, just letting go of that as well. Okay, just dropping those shoulders. And now with the Veloma breath, if you inhale for half of your capacity, then full, and then release. Just starting to slow down, which can feel quite unusual at first. So let's try again. Inhale for half of our capacity. Inhale for full. And release completely. Keep going at your own pace here. Okay, so for those of you that have just joined us on Facebook, we had some technical issues there and we have already started our class. We're doing some breathing exercises, so just bear with us. And releasing there. Okay, so let's just roll our shoulders now as we inhale up, exhaling down, inhaling up, and exhaling down. So again, just trying to match the movement of the body with the breath. So if we slow the breath down, we can slow the movements down in the body. Good. Let's just do one more. And release. Okay, so we're working with kind of a bird quality today, with that focus, with that attention. So we're going to do a little bit with the neck, a little bit with the eyes. When we've been looking at a computer for a long time as well, it can impact our eyes, it can make us have headache. So we're just going to turn the head to the side to begin with. So let's inhale center and exhale over. Inhale center, exhale to the other side. Inhale center. This time, exhale, dropping the chin down to the chest. Inhaling up all the way, very gentle with the neck. Exhaling back down. From here, we're just going to work a little bit with the eyes. So just looking forwards and then keeping the head still. Let's just work those delicate eye muscles, looking up, all the way down. So we're stretching the muscles, but we're not straining them. Center. looking to the right. There's a difference between stretching yourself and stressing yourself. Center, over to the other side, and center. We're just going to go up to the diagonal and all the way down to the opposite diagonal and center, and then up the other diagonal and then down to the other and center. Just blink the eyes a little bit here. You can even put a little bit of pressure just on your socket with your thumb or your fingers. Let's just warm the hands up. So we're just going to rub the hands together, nice deep breath. And then have the eyes closed and cup the hands over the eyes themselves, and then blink with the eyes open and just feel that heat coming in to the eye socket. Close the eyes again, rubbing the palms together, a deep breath, and release. Okay, good. So we're going to introduce a little bit with the arms right now. This is what I call the bird arms. So we're going to start with one hand at a time, inhaling, taking that hand up. And as you can see, we're leading with the wrist. As you exhale, leading with the elbow. So it's a bent elbow, and we're just bringing that hand to the ground. It's really good for focus. As I said, that bird quality today, inhaling and exhaling. So even if this feels a little bit slower than what you're used to, what it does is it gives you an anchor. That anchor for you to just focus the mind away from everything else. Look at how the body is moving, keeping your rhythm and connection to your breath. Let's just pause there, roll the shoulders back. We'll move to the other side. So once again, inhaling, leading with the wrist. Exhaling, leading with the elbow. So you can go at your own pace. And anytime the mind wanders, like a moving meditation, just bring it back to the sensation that you're feeling in that arm. Bring it back to relaxing the body where it shouldn't be tensing. So only the arm that is strong and tense right now. And we're going to do one more. Inhale nice and strong. Exhale. Pausing here and walk the fingertips out. Nice and tall spine. Try not to arch the back too much. Not too much pressure on the lower back. Just feel that stretch all the way down the arms. We're going to bring those two moves together in a moment. So just take one deep breath here. Good. Now this time we're going to take those arms up together, and we're going to imagine that we're opening those arms out like a bird. So in your mind's eye, you can even visualize top of the mountain, that you're strong and centered. And let's inhale now. And exhale. We'll do that a few times. So doing that together. Inhaling. See if you can take them all the way back behind the ears. Let's do it again. Inhaling. And down. Really opening up. Last time here. And down. Rolling the shoulders with the breath. And just rest the hands in the lap. Eyes are closed. And just feeling the sensations from that little bit of movement. Noticing the heart, the head. Maybe some subtle differences already. It's like a moving meditation. Let's just go inside of our body and our mind for a moment here. And just set our intention for our class today. Whatever it is that you feel you need, more relaxation, more space, focus, motivation, whatever that is, just allow that to come into your mind right now. Take a deep breath in with that intention, and then just blow it out with the mouth. Coming back to the here and now, we're going to do another movement with the arms. So the eagle arms. So just bringing your arms up in a kind of 90 degrees here. And bring the right arm in front of you, right in front of your face. And then just scoop the left arm under. We're aiming to bring the hands together. So it doesn't matter if you've done it the other way around. What we're doing is we're looking through the hands. We're looking through the hands with focus, as if you're looking back beyond your hands. Take a deep breath here. And very, very gently, see if you can just lift up those elbows. Tucking in the chin, stretching through. Now when we come out of it, we're going to open those bird's arms again. So just imagine that you're about to take flight. You're at the top of this mountain. And we're going to inhale, open, and down. Now let's try that again on the other side. So both arms come up. This time the left arm is going in front. The right hand is scooping under. And then we're just aiming to bring those hands together. Looking through the hands and beyond, seeing past what is in front of us. And from here, tucking in, lifting up the elbows. Only as far as is comfortable, not straining yourself. And in a moment, we're going to visualize and imagine opening out those arms and taking flight. So let's do that. Inhaling and release. We're going to do that posture standing as well. So let's just take another deep breath here. Good. A little bit more work with the arms before we come to standing. So we're inhaling, clasping the hands behind the head and just relaxing the shoulders. We're going to open out these arms on the inhale. So when we inhale, we open, and on the exhale, we round. So try not to push your head forward. The arms are just resting. Inhaling, we open. And exhaling, we round. So you can go at your own pace here. You can sit how I'm sitting. You can sit cross-legged if that feels more comfortable, with a pillow, without. We're just opening up the chest and the spine and getting some nice synovial fluid moving through the body, removing that stagnant energy. Exhale. You can exaggerate this posture if it feels okay to do so. That means pushing your hips forward, opening out and lifting the chin, or exhaling and rocking all the way back and making yourself as small as possible. Inhaling. Drawing the shoulder blades together. It's like a seated cat-cow. Okay, now one more here. We're going to lift up with the hands on the next inhale. And just breathe here normally. Then drop the shoulders. So that's where you feel the difference between if you're tensing your body or you're allowing it to relax. Now one more deep breath. Bring the shoulders up. Hold the breath. Drop the shoulders and then release the arms. Let's do two of them. Inhaling. Hold the breath at the top as you lift, drop, and release the breath. Remember, if you do a longer exhale, inhale, you also bring the oxytocin into the body. Lift, drop, slowly release. Before we come up to standing, let's just take a pause here. Let's just take a breath. And roll the shoulders. Keep that breath moving with your body movement. That's when we use the vinyasa flow, which we'll be doing now. So coming up into our forward bend from here. We're just going to rest for a moment in a child's pose. Child's pose, we can do it anyway, with a pillow under our bum, with a pillow under our forehead, two fists resting on the forehead, or arms by themselves. And just pause here for a couple of breaths while I adjust the camera for standing. Enjoy those nice deep breaths. Now, from your child's pose, just lift up your head, hands on the floor, tucking the toes under. And just hug the knees, it's a little bit of a balance as well. Drop the head, and then place the hands on the floor. From here, we're coming up into a forward bend. You can either have a deep bend in the knee and hold the elbows, a little bend, floor, elbows, or a straight leg. Let the head hang. This is what's most important about this. Just let yourself surrender. Completely let go. Use the weight of the head to pull that spine longer, straighter, releasing all that tension that's been building up in the spine, in the shoulders. Just breathe it all out. So you're exhaling out. Release, release. You can even bend one knee and bend the other knee. Just do it nice and slow. Keep that slow rhythm. Moving at your breath. Only come up if it's feeling a little bit painful. It's a difference between pain and tension release. We're going to come up now anyway. So slowly rolling yourself up to standing. Good. So when you get there, nice and tall, roll the shoulders. Pause here, adjust the spine, adjust the alignment, adjust the pelvis. Deep breath and release. So from here, we're going to work up the spine a little bit. Bend of the knees, very gently like last time that we did seated, we're doing it standing. Just start to see how that feels, the muscles around the spine itself. If that's feeling okay, start to bring that in a bit more. This is really nice for releasing stagnant energy, deep breaths. Now, if you let the arms slap onto your body, it's also quite fun. But what it's actually doing as well is waking up the organs, getting the blood flow moving. You're releasing from the arms. So the feet are flat on the floor, just a bit wider than hip width. You're holding that stomach. Deep breaths, totally relaxing the shoulders. If you want to, you can actually lift up your heel, hold the core, and it's a little bit of toning as well for your waist. Now we're going to slowly take out the energy. We're not going to do it fast. It's just about transitioning from one thing to another. We don't just go from red to green. There is an amber light in between. Good. Pause here. Take a deep breath. Check in with yourself. Get into this habit of just checking in with the body and the mind. What's going on? What am I feeling? Am I feeling a bit more uplifted? Okay. Let's take another deep breath as we roll the shoulders back. Now I have a lovely one that I like to do, a bit like the throwing out one. This is called the 3 whooshes, and I'll just show you first how that looks. We inhale, and then we sink to the floor like that, and we go straight up, and we do it 3 times. Just be mindful if you're having blood pressure issues here, just take it slowly. When it's the 4th one, I'll say it's the 4th one, and then we can just slowly bring the arms down. So let's do it. We're releasing out through the mouth, out through the throat. Everything out, stagnant energy, thoughts, feelings, and starting refreshed on this Monday. So let's begin. Inhale, and release. Straight back up. Inhaling, release. Third, inhale and release. And the fourth time, inhale, and then slowly releasing those arms. And if you need to take an extra breath, do so. Pausing, roll the shoulders back, and just stand here for a moment. Just see how the body feels, how the mind feels. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Nice and tall, feeling confident and calm. Before we come down for our meditation, we're just going to do the eagle here, the standing eagle. So we brought the arms in before. So we know what we're doing with the arms. We're bringing the right one in, scooping the left one under, and then bringing the hands together if we can. Now for the legs, we're going to do the same. So the right leg is going to go over the left leg. Now if you can even tuck the toes behind. But don't worry if not, we can just leave it here. So it's a balancing posture, and balancing postures are really good for the mind. If that doesn't feel good, you can just stand and place the toes on the floor. Either way is fine. So we're just going to sink down a little bit. Find something to focus on that's not moving. So that might not be me, it might be the floor or something beyond the device that you're looking at. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to raise up the elbows. If it feels too wobbly, just bring it down a level, stand up a little bit. Doesn't matter if you wobble. It doesn't matter if you need to start again. And this is what's so beautiful about yoga. The practice of what's happening in the mind becomes the reality out there. So we're keeping the elbows up, we're sinking lower if it's comfortable, we're starting again if we wobble and fall over, and we're being kind to ourselves if or when that happens. Now we're going to come out of it like we did before. So we're imagining we're about to take flight. So we inhale, release the arms and the leg. You might just feel that a little bit. And middle one there. So let's take that left side. Left arm is coming in, right hand is scooping under, and we're aiming to connect. Okay, so from here, left leg goes over right leg, either on the floor, above the knee, or tucking the toes all the way around. Keep your knee and your elbows forward. Okay, so choose the option that works for you. Sink down. Get your composure, get your focus. We don't need to do it fast. And then when you're ready, you can lift up, just look beyond the arms, look beyond and through. Deep breaths as you tell yourself, I can, and I'm strong, and I'm focused. And if today I'm feeling wobbly, that's okay. And if tomorrow I'm feeling strong, that's okay too. We're going with whatever comes up, but we know inside that we are connected to ourselves and we have the answers to everything. When we pause, when we reconnect, when we just rest for a moment, and that's what we're about to do. So let's take flight. Inhaling and releasing. And just open out those arms. Nice deep breaths. You can even bend the legs as well. Rotations. It's all about this release today and this focus. And just accepting yourself exactly whatever is coming up for you through these days. Choosing the right thing for you to apply or the right thing for you to not do. Okay, so we're going to come down to the floor now, ready for our relaxation, because obviously we were a little bit late starting. So I've just chopped a little bit off the sequence and we're coming down. So again, you can come onto your tiptoes if you want to work your thighs, or you can just come straight down onto the floor. Arms are out, We're counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So while you're here, see if you can just take your knees out to the side. Some of you may be able to put your feet flat on the floor. Others, you might need to still be on your tiptoes. And that's fine. Just wiggle yourself into it. Hands are coming together into Namaste pose, and the elbows are on the inside of the knees. Gently, without straining. If you need to sit down, that's fine. Just pushing those knees out a little bit and the hands to heart center. And just take a couple of breaths here. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the hips. We hold a lot of emotion and tension in our hips. See if you can soften further in this posture. See if you can soften further in your mind. Take another deep breath. And as you release the hands down, sitting on the floor. We're just going to ease out the spine before our relaxation. So it's always nice to neutralize the spine first. Lowering yourself down, feet are wide, knees resting on each other. Roll yourself down, arms out, shoulder height, rolling your shoulders under, tilt the pelvis to the face and tuck the chin in. You can even place your hands on your belly laying down here to feel the belly expanding. Take 2 really lovely deep breaths here. Good. And then bring the knees into the belly, hug the knees, laying down and just rock your body from side to side so that you can feel the massage of the lower back. Good. And if you need to do a little bit of an extra stretch, it's absolutely fine. Otherwise, just get into a really nice relaxing position now as we move into our meditation. So hopefully we're already feeling a little bit more relaxed. The body feels it's had some kind of release. The breath is coming in deeper. And we'll practice that Paloma breath as well to help give you the anchor to relax into your meditation. But for now, just give your body time to settle. Once again, it's a transition from moving to stillness. It doesn't matter if you're feeling a bit irritated or if you're feeling a little bit fidgety or the mind is busy. It's absolutely normal. Or if there's things around you or outside of you that feels like it's interfering, just allow the sounds to be there without judgment and just come back to your stillness, that lightness where you feel so peaceful and so calm. And as you breathe in, you can feel that nourishment, pranayama, the life force coming in through the nose, healing those cells, every cell of your body, drinking in the nourishment, healing and repairing. And every exhale, you're feeling that slightly warmer air as you release everything that you don't need anymore. You don't even need to know what they are. Your subconscious knows everything. Just the intention to release is all you need. So we inhale relaxation, nourishment, self-care. We let go of everything else that we don't need anymore. So easily, so smoothly. Inhale to relax. And exhale to let go. And if you drift away through this meditation, it's absolutely fine. There's no rights or wrongs. If you want to practice mindfulness using the Voloma breath, you can join me here, listening to my voice, or drifting away from my voice. Wherever you want to go today is fine. So with the Voloma breath, we breathe into half of the capacity and pause, then full, and then release. So we'll do it together with, first of all, one deep inhale. And then inhale for half, pause. Inhale for full, and then release completely with one long, deep breath. Inhaling for half, full, and release. With a little bit of control on the out breath. Inhaling for half, full, and release. Just continuing at your own pace here as we carry on with our relaxing meditation. Just visualizing or imagining now as you're breathing, all the muscles being repaired and renewed, all the bones, the nervous system, through that spine that we've been moving, healing the nervous system and therefore, of course, the mind. Just giving the mind a break and allowing it to feel what it wants to think what it wants to, just gently guiding it back when you feel it needs a new direction. We're giving the endocrine system a break, letting it settle, letting it rebalance by simply laying down, by allowing yourself to pause. The cardio system, relaxing the heartbeat. Everything fully relaxed, recharging, repairing, rebalancing. Just taking a moment here to thank yourself for recognizing how revitalizing, how calming it is to just pause, how much that positive energy is transferred outward. So we heal ourselves, we nurture ourselves, fill ourselves with love, self-acceptance, no matter what we're experiencing or feeling. And bring that back with you as I count you from 1 to 3. By the time I get to 3, you'll be feeling relaxed and yet alert, focused, feeling good, lighter. And if you want a longer meditation, you can join me on Thursday night for a deep relaxation. For an hour, coming back with 1, becoming a little bit more aware. 2, we're starting to connect the physical and the mind together, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe the shoulders, a deep breath in. With 3, blinking the eyes open, maybe a big stretch. Feeling good, whatever else the body wants to do. Welcoming you back. For those that missed the beginning of this session because Facebook was delayed, I'm thinking of doing a gentle yoga class before our meditation on Thursday. Meditation on Thursday, 7:30 till 8. And I was thinking of doing a yoga similar from 7, maybe a little bit more posture, maybe a little bit more effort, but there's always the option to turn it down as well. So if you would like that, give me a thumbs up or just drop me a message and I'll add that in. And thank you as always for being here, for supporting me and giving me the opportunity to help you just find a little bit of calm and peace. And once again, apologies for the initial delay. We are all human, first of all. For those of you that were here on Zoom, I got the time wrong. At 3 minutes past 12, I realised, oh, and then the Facebook. So it's going to happen. These things are going to happen to all of us. And it's just about being kind to yourself and just letting it go. It's going to happen. Some days we can manage it and some days we lose the plot, and all of that is fine. So if you want my daily advice and support, I am also doing a Facebook group, but I also take it offline off Facebook as well. It's free for all the people that I've worked with in the past, whether that's yoga, mini retreats, clients, half price for friends of friends, and it's nothing, it's just a few pounds. So I hope to see you there. I'll be starting that in about a week or so. Lots of lovely goodies. It's not overwhelming. My 10-day reset, something I always go to when I need it. But for now, I just want to leave you in peace and just start the day. Yes, Sue, I'm going to share the Zoom version of this on Facebook instead of the Facebook version, so you have the full video properly. You're most welcome. Don't worry about the start. I'll share that on Zoom and on Facebook. And thank you all once again. Have a lovely, lovely week, and I will check in with you soon. Thank you, Sue. I will do. You're most welcome, Tom.